My name is Jenny. I'm a BCC nurse. I'm one of the students here at the clinic today. Your name?
Maggie?
Yeah. Well, it probably says Martin on there, but I'm Jack. Everybody calls me Jack.
Jack. Why is that? If you don't mind me asking.
Martin John. So then John got turned to Jack. A lot of Johns are Jack,
Got it.
right?
Got it.
They just always call me Jack.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm going to call you Jack.
Okay,
Alright.
good.
So what brings you in here today?
I gotta get this leg looked at again.
Okay.
I was in a couple weeks ago. They wanted me back in sooner, but I should have been in yesterday when it was raining. Because today's a good day to be doing hay.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a peek at that one.
No, it's important that you're here getting your leg looked at. That
Yeah, I know. It still hurts like a sore.
it's taking so long to heal.
And Maggie, you're his
Daughter.
His daughter.
Yes.
Okay. So I see that you also have some areas.
They're just spots, you know. They're not nothing to worry about.
Dad.
What? It looks just like the one that took off my ear a few years ago. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but that was precancerous. Like, is this something we should worry about?
So when did you start seeing those spots?
I don't remember. No.
Okay. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to start with taking your blood pressure if that's okay, since we've got you here.
Sure.
Is that okay? Alrighty. Okay.
I'm worried about those spots.
I gotta take.
If you want to.
I don't think I can get my sleeve rolled up high enough for you.
And I just want to make sure you're okay with your daughter in here.
As far as I know. No.
Yeah, I really want to be here.
Seems like
I don't understand why it's taking his legs so long to heal.
Okay, we're definitely going to take a peek at your dressing. We're going to get that changed today as well. Have you had any problems with your blood pressure at all?
No, I don't think so.
Sorry, my hands are very cold.
Usually reads low when you give it a pump up like that. We'll see what it is today.
So it's going to sit here. And we'll probably check your sugars in a bit as well. That's okay.
For?
Pardon?
What for?
Your blood sugar, because you take, are you taking metformin?
Yeah.
And glyburide, was it?
Oh, not mess up my sugars then or something.
Good blood sugar.
Really?
122 over 68.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take the temperature.
Put my shirt back on first?
Yes. So take your temperature of that and the respiratory rate as well.
Oh, that should be okay.
And I'm gonna put this little thing on here
Oh,
just to check your oxygen level.
Yeah.
That's 98%. Okay, that's good.
It's a dirty fingernail.
So with your
Change things? It's a dirty fingernail?
It's okay, Dad. It's okay.
wound here, has it been painful at all?
Yeah, if I hit it,
Okay.
bang into it accidentally,
But no aching around or anything?
just hurts.
Just hurt.
Yeah,
Okay.
particularly when I touch it.
It's taking such a long time. I'm just wondering, is there someone we should be referred
It's only
to?
been 2 weeks.
Well, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take the bandage off.
Okay.
We're gonna take a good look at it
Yeah.
and see what's going on, see if there's any drainage at all. If there's any redness around the site as well, and just see how it's healing now. 'Cause It's been a
Yeah.
couple days since the physician's seen it.
Yeah, it's been what? Like
It was 2 weeks ago I got the stitches in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next step now is we'll just take it off and we'll take a peek at it.
Okay. Thanks, Danny.
No problem.
Is it hurting now, Dad?
It throbs a little bit.
Yeah.
When I banged it this morning on the tub.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jack, you said that it's hurting a lot right now, right?
Well, there's a bit of a throb to it, but I mean, I turned the air blue this morning when I banged it.
Oh, no, okay. If you don't mind, I'm going to do a pain assessment right now, just to get an understanding as to where your pain scale is and where you would like your pain to be, along with your recovery. So is that all right?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm assuming that the pain started when, you injured yourself.
No, I didn't know I injured myself.
Okay, so when did the pain start?
Well, after it got stitched up, I guess.
Okay. And is there anything that makes it feel better, makes it feel worse
Well, it just hurts.
constantly?
I take Tylenol. Tylenol 3 if I got them.
Okay, how often do you take your Tylenol?
Usually before bed so I can sleep.
And then do you take it any time during the day?
No, I'm too busy and I don't want to come into the house and track mud in.
Okay. And you already said that the pain feels like it's constantly throbbing, right?
I guess it's throbbing a bit now, yeah.
Okay. Is there any other sensations that you feel with the pain? Do you feel like it's burning? It's
No.
really sharp?
When I hit it, it is.
Okay. And does the pain go anywhere else besides the
The gash?
yes.
No.
Does it radiate up the leg or do you feel it anywhere else on your
When I
body?
hit it, it does. But
Okay. And right now, where would you scale your pain on 0 to 10? So let's say 0 is no pain, 10 is the worst you've ever felt.
I don't know. I'm supposed to have a 3 right now.
Okay.
Just sitting here.
Okay. Did you take Tylenol before coming in here today?
No. Just took one last night.
Okay. And is there any other time during the day that the pain hurts? Do you feel like it's worse at night or in the morning?
When I take the bandage off.
Okay. And then where would you like to see your pain, let's say,
I don't want any pain.
at all?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it has to be healed, like
Yeah.
it has to heal quicker than it is.
Yeah, and from what I understand is that you have your farm and you're constantly out
Yeah.
all day. Yeah, so we definitely want to keep it at a 0 for you. Okay. So if you don't mind, I'll still ask a couple more questions. So what have you been doing with your wound healing?
What do you mean?
Since they
I covered
sutured you up?
They put this on it, and then I put what do you call that? Saran wrap?
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep it dry when I'm in the greenhouses.
Okay, and when you shower, do you take it off?
I hang my leg over the tub.
Okay, yeah, that's the right way to do it right now. Okay, so if you don't mind,
It's mighty hot doing hay with that saran wrap on.
oh yeah,
But
for
then
sure.
if I don't keep it covered, it'll get dust on it.
Yeah, so when you are having some rest time, it is important to take off the saran wrap so it's not constantly moistened and it can cause a risk of infection that way.
Really?
Yeah, so whenever you have your downtime,
One night.
I encourage you, just to take off the saran wrap. But it is important to keep the gauze on. We're gonna see how well it's healed so far.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, so let me just grab my supplies
Right.
and we will assess it. Is my time on? Oh, okay.
Exams. You got an exam coming up? When is that?
In 2
Well,
weeks.
her name
Okay, just one exam? Or?
Well, it's just one exam, but I don't
You're
want you
at
to
school
worry
there,
about
Maggie?
that now, Dad. We're here to work on your leg, to find out what's going on. Don't
That'll
worry
be
about,
fine.
no, seriously, don't worry about
Yeah,
my
just get your
school.
leg up if that's okay with you.
Over there?
Yeah, let's get that up. We'll take a good look, okay? Are you in school, Maggie?
Yeah, I am,
Just taking agriculture.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, I go to University of Fraser Valley, but I just really want to be here to support my dad and
Of
like get to the
course.
bottom of what's going on.
Of course, of course. Well, it's
No,
always good to have
it's-
support, right?
Pardon?
It's always good to support your dad there.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind that his leg isn't as healing as fast as I think it should.
Alright, I'm just gonna slide.
I know, it reminds me of like the riding horses. You could come and work on our farm.
Nurse body mechanics, it's important. Alright, Jack, I just wanna ask you, when you got the stitches out and that, what did they tell you about caring for your
Well, the
wounds?
stitches are still in, I didn't get them out.
I think you did just a couple of days
Just a
ago.
couple days
Yeah,
back,
you
I thought
did.
that's what I,
Yeah,
that's
you
what I read
did.
there.
You were looking at it, I didn't realize
You
I
know
took them
what?
out.
Dad, you don't feel things the way that if I got stitches out of my leg or put in, I would feel it. You didn't even
Yeah, you better.
know
I better, hey?
when you hurt your leg. It
No.
was like you didn't, so like,
I don't know, I
did
was
you not
busy that
feel
day.
them take the stitches out, Dad?
I don't remember.
Do you think that has anything to do with the diabetes?
No,
You don't
why
think
would
so?
it?
Have you ever spoken with any healthcare professionals, nurses, about something called diabetic neuropathy?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
So in a nutshell, that's kind of a sensation, in your lower legs and your fingers in relation to the diabetes. I understand you've had a couple bumps and bruises before, right?
Yeah, I banged this shoulder this spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's still not right, but anyway,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Dad, you slipped on the rainy ground and banged your shoulder. I mean, I love you, Dad, and this is like the second big thing that's happened
Well.
this year.
I've still got all my fingers.
All your fingers and all your toes.
Check out the fingers on the neighbors. They're missing some.
So I'm a lefty,
Well,
I'm just
that's
gonna
not-
snip this right off
Dad,
here for
that's
you.
not a consolation,
I'm okay. I don't want you worrying about me.
Well, I'm sure you're not, is this affecting your work at home? You're quite the farmer out here.
Yeah, well, it's a small operation, really.
You got a small farm?
We do okay.
What do you grow there? Lots of vegetables, I hear.
Vegetables mostly, but I got 2 fields in hay, and I should be mowing today.
Well,
It'll give it a chance to
no.
dry out so I can get it baled by the weekend.
I don't think you're gonna be mowing if this gets infected and not healed properly, right?
Exactly. Just I'm
Well,
so glad we're here.
I don't need that foot so much for driving the tractor.
Oh my gosh, Dad, please. You do. Please don't
It's the
listen to
right
that.
foot you need for the pedals.
He does need his
It's
foot.
just the right foot.
He does need his foot.
Well, if this gets infected, Jack, I don't mean to scare you, but you might not have the left foot, right? You really need to,
I'll keep that foot.
hey?
I know it looks like a horror show now, but. You're right, there's no stitches in there.
There is no stitches in there. No, sorry, pardon me.
So you didn't feel anything. You didn't realize.
Well, anytime anybody touches it, it hurts. So whether they're taking stitches out or not, if they touch it, it hurts.
So that you didn't exactly realize what they were doing.
It does look quite infected here.
Do you think there's somewhere where we should be referred that could speed up the healing of this?
Somewhere to be referred to speed up the healing.
Got
Yeah.
time to
Well-
go to Vancouver for a specialist.
There's things you can do at home.
Okay.
So number one, we are gonna keep it clean.
Okay.
We're gonna keep it dry, right?
Well, that's what I've been doing with the saran wrap.
Yeah, that's good. And how about your diet? Do you know anything that can help speed up healing with your diet?
I don't know, I just eat what's in front of me.
You eat what's in front of you. Do you cook yourself?
No, well, I'll do breakfast, but then
Yeah, no.
Fatima does the.
Yeah. But I'd be willing to make you
dinner.
whatever, like
You
what
don't have time.
I could.
Do you guys have any other help at home?
Yeah,
Well,
Fatima.
We have a housekeeper.
Okay.
What kind of help are you talking about, Danny?
Okay, let's take a look. Okay, is it okay that I can ask you to take off the shoes before that? Or I'll help you. I wear the gloves here.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
There you go.
You want my shoe off?
Yeah,
Well, then
please,
we gotta
yeah.
tie the
Dad,
laces.
what-
You
what-
just pull the shoe
What
off.
is it you wanted to know more about, Dad?
You were asking me about Fatima and what kind of help I had
No,
on
I
Greg
just
at
wanna-
home.
I just
And
want
then
to
I
give you the
got
better.
15, is it 15 working in the drain?
Okay, make my
Yeah,
one
we-
call.
on staff.
yeah, like you
So-
can trust the staff and like take a day off
Mhm.
to deal with this guy.
No, no.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside.
Oh,
Is it April?
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll be more gentle with you. Okay, garbage.
Is it okay that it's still this painful and infected?
That's really good question. Usually, because the wound is the huge wound, very big,
Yeah.
20 centimeter wound.
Yeah.
I just want to know what happened. So how did the wound happen? Can I ask you a question?
It was,
Outside.
Oh,
Okay.
Dad.
yeah, it was,
Okay, I'll just
I just saw the blood on the
Mhm.
tractor when I got climbed back on. It was moving the greenhouse runners.
Mhm.
And, greenhouse on the runners and, yeah, I don't know how it happened. There was just blood on the tractor that I noticed first, and then I looked at my leg, and my pant leg was torn,
Okay.
and there was a hole in my leg.
Okay. Let me just take a look very closely.
And
It's about 20 centimeters.
it's that in inches.
Oh.
How do you manage your
8
wound?
Like
inches.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's about like
8
this, Dad.
inches.
Yeah. Okay.
Centimeters.
Drainage coming out. Hold on. There's no smell. Okay. Do you feel warm here? Do you feel warm here now?
A little, yeah.
Mhm. How about your left side foot? Do you have pain? Do you think you have a swelling pain here?
My ankle swells now and again, but it always has,
Mhm.
not anything to do with that.
Mhm. The reason that I asked you that you took Tylenol before in the morning, we wanna have you in the certain type of in range of the therapeutic level. If you take a Tylenol as the doctors prescribed you every 4 hours, that helps you to reduce the pain.
Yeah, they make me drowsy though, so
Okay.
I'm only taking them at night, those Tylenol 3.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna pause it right now.
Don't
I'm
wanna-
gonna give you Tylenol right now.
Really?
Yeah. So I think this helps you later. Otherwise, if
I
if
gotta drive home.
No, Tylenol, Dad. Tylenol.
Oh, just Tylenol? I take the Tylenol T3.
Yeah, but just Tylenol.
Yeah, usually
itself,
Tylenol
yeah.
doesn't make you drowsy, so it's
Yeah.
okay to drive after taking Tylenol.
Well, do they
Yeah.
work then?
I think you told Maggie, she knows a lot of things, right?
Right? Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
Um,
Seriously, like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm
Here you
concerned.
go, Tylenol.
Have
Okay,
that,
and
Dad.
water, drink lots of water.
Is there a referral we can get to somewhere that like specializes in healing of more rapid healing? Is there some boost that
Yeah.
she could get at some clinic?
Of course, there is. The first one, we are the primary nurse. We can take care of your wound healing. But I can give you one quick tip today.
Okay.
Rest well. Also, drink a lot of water.
It's
Take
summer.
it. Oh yeah.
I rest in January.
Oh, rest. What kind of rest did you take? Did you go
Take
on
a vacation.
Wow. I mean, I'm talking about general rest every day. How
There's
many
too
You know
hours?
much
what?
to do.
I tell him all the time to take a
Mhm.
rest, but
Mhm.
with the farm, you won't convince him to do that.
Mhm.
Try convincing any farmer. You
Mhm.
wanna make money, you gotta get up early.
Do you feel better? Do you feel much better, right? No pain, no more pain. Here you go. We made it. Last one.
Alright.
Clean it up. So I'm gonna wrap it up with my yeah, I gotta, no, don't worry about that. I gotta call the other nurse. The other nurse will come here and then she'll change it quickly for you. Yeah. So, do you talk very often about your life? No. Okay.
Talk about what's happening in the farm.
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
school.
but I tell you about school and, you know.
Sometimes she tells me too much. She's got girl problems that I don't wanna hear about. She should be talking to you about that. Yeah, maybe not you, but yeah.
Well,
It's okay. Honestly, we're not here to talk about me today. It's my dad.
You gotta get that sorted. You're losing out on school.
Okay. Well, seeing as we cleaned it up and noticing that he is quite red here around the area.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a sample, so just gonna take one more swab, sorry, just so that way we can send it in to our lab and see what it might be.
Turn it into an experiment.
Dad, these tests are normal.
The idea
Sample.
is,
Take
so
a soil sample, you don't take it out of your leg.
Dad, you wouldn't want them to submit a soil sample in place of your wound
Well, you do
sample?
it every year to find out what you're missing nutrient wise. You know that, send it off to university.
that's actually like a really good analogy there. It's very close to what we do. We take the sample, we kind of culture it, and then we see what we can actually, sorry.
That's good.
Why didn't you take one of the ones you already did?
The idea is that we don't want to really contaminate, we want to get what's just
Why is
on
that
the-
one contaminated?
Because what we did when we add the solution, we clean it, right? But then that means anything that was already on there, like any bacteria that was already there, we want to clean that first.
Forgot any dirt in there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just like a container or something, but this, so I can send it for Siemens, but
Okay, just imagine,
just imagine,
just the
Okay.
Tylenol.
alright, just imagine that there's a little thing there.
Yeah.
That's good, like, let
Okay,
them
so
do
where's
their
that
session.
getting sent off to?
It's getting probably sent down to our lab, we might have one here at the clinic.
Okay.
If we don't, we're probably gonna send it back down.
Okay.
And
And how long do I wait? Can you phone me with that information instead of me having to come all the way back in?
I'm not sure if we can exactly phone you about that, but we can tell you when the results are in.
Okay.
We're just going
What you looking for?
it's about-
Does that help if I go like that?
Yeah,
My funny tan line now.
just wanted to.
Not long enough.
I wouldn't worry about your tan line, Dad. You know, I just gotta look at the gash and it's still pretty bad. I'd worry about that more than the tan line.
I don't worry about a tan line.
So, sorry. Try not to put too much pressure.
Okay.
The idea why we keep using these forceps here
Yeah.
is so that we just take it. Can you hold that?
You okay with that?
Yeah.
You okay in that angle? I can hold it if you want.
No, I know where it'll hurt.
Okay, okay. I just want it to heal faster. This is like, at this point, it's still like this. I gotta look at it and it's still, like, that doesn't look healed.
No, that's the reason why I took that little sample is I think there might be something going on there, especially with the redness around the wound opening. That can sometimes be an indication of an infection.
Yeah.
So maybe
I thought all that pus was a sign of infection.
that too.
So, you have an infection maybe? Brian?
It doesn't look right, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not looking right at all, Dad. I don't think it should be going like on this long. That, you know, after this this long that it still hurts this much?
Yeah, well, the pain, one of the main symptoms of having an infection is
Okay.
pain.
Yeah.
And Maggie, you seem pretty concerned about the healing process. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm just like, because I know that if I don't say something, Dad will just put all of his energy into just working on the farm and overlooking this. And I think something needs to be done
Don't
to
come
speed
in
up the
and
healing
find out.
process,
Yeah.
you know?
Do you have any concerns about the healing process or anything to do with your wound besides?
Well, it hurts, so
Or-
I don't like it hurting.
Right, so the culture that we sent out to the lab will hopefully deal with the infection. Maybe, do you know what, because Maggie was mentioning earlier that she was kind of worried about you not being able to feel the wounds in the ankle that you had.
No, I felt the shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still not right, like I said. Yeah, I'll get that.
Well, I just got concerned because like Dad, you didn't realize like that you had the stitches taken out, and then you said, when you hurt your leg, you said I heard you right here just say you didn't know what happened. You
No,
looked
I
and
don't
saw
know what
blood on your pants and
Yeah.
on the tractor. So
Yeah, it was.
you know, I would have felt the moment that happened, but you didn't.
Oh, must have been things on my mind. There was a lot to do that day. We were scrambling to get things done.
Dad, I am so busy too, but I think it's very normal to feel when you hurt yourself, regardless of how busy you are.
If I could just mention one thing is about, I just wanted to know how you're managing your diabetes or what kind of knowledge you have behind having diabetes.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
No, my dad's got it, my brother's got it. They ballooned up, but I've stayed pretty trim.
So quite commonly with, you can get, if your blood sugar isn't maintained properly, you can get neuropathy, which means that the nerves going to your legs and your fingers become damaged from high blood sugars. So when do you take regular blood glucose tests?
No,
And
no, I don't wanna get dirt. Like, if you talk about trying to keep that clean, imagine trying to keep your hands clean on the farm. So I don't need to poke holes in there for bugs to get in there.
okay.
Imagine that thing on my fingers.
Well, it's not gonna be that thing that, will be.
Well,
No,
if it gets
they're
infected,
quite-
it would be, so I don't do it.
They're quite small pricks. Or if you when was your last A1C test?
No idea.
Have you?
What the heck is that?
So usually with somebody with diabetes, it's fairly managed fairly well. You can go into a clinic every 3 or so months to get it's called the hemoglobin A1C test, which kind of sees how your glucose has been, if it's been elevated or if it's been low throughout that 3 months.
Okay.
So that gives you a good idea of if your blood sugars are too high, which could have lots of complications such as
Well,
slowing
that's
down
good than doing
healing.
it every day. I'll just do that once every 3 months thing then. Okay.
That is an option. Also, with having diabetes, it might be important to, your diet is also important. Do you know what a diabetic diet is?
I don't know. Or you see, she puts rice on. I eat a lot of rice.
Yeah, but I think like she
She
doesn't
learned to do a
include.
roast.
No.
She doesn't do a roast
No,
very well.
no,
She
but-
dries them out too much.
You like your meat super rare, but I feel like she does include like protein, like you have eggs for breakfast. I know you
Yeah.
make those yourself, and there's always like some kind of protein.
Stir fries or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's stir fries, but there is like it's not just carbohydrates.
Well,
There's some
she
protein
likes
in
chicken,
there.
so there's a lot of
Yeah, there's a lot of chicken. It seems balanced, I think.
Well, Oh, no, I don't see a problem with what we need.
No, I think it's fantastic that we get meals cooked for us, you know.
If you're home.
I know.
So I'm just gonna interrupt. you.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, my
yeah, sorry.
apologies. So you're not on the farm, so we're taking your blood glucose. Okay?
This is the once every 3 months thing.
No, so this is something you should be doing, at least once a day.
Once a day.
Yeah.
I gotta go home and fix a tractor. I'm gonna have grease all over my hands.
It'll be alright. So are you comfortable if I take your glucose? Because we need to figure out why that's not healing properly,
And
which is
my,
a major concern.
sucking
Yes.
my blood is gonna figure that out?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
No, it's
it.
a really good idea. Gosh, this is a really good thing. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Because
I'm not
it
worried
sounds
about
like
it.
you don't
You're
like
making
coming
a
in.
mountain out of a molehill.
Dad, I saw that. That's not a molehill.
Okay. So I'll just take your hand.
Which hand do I want?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, not that one.
Okay, so so I'm just gonna sterilize here. So
Okay.
that's gonna prevent all the bugs from getting in. That's how we keep
That's
it
only the
clean.
bugs in your place.
The bugs
and I'm
everywhere.
gonna get home. There's gonna be crap in there.
So we have the glucose machine. That's
Okay.
essentially what we're using.
Yeah,
So we're gonna wipe away the first blood
okay,
here,
yeah,
and then we're gonna squeeze a little bit, and you want to get the outside here, so the tougher. And so we're just gonna place that here, and then we wait a little bit, and it's gonna give me a number.
okay,
Do you know where your blood glucose should be?
no,
No.
I don't remember.
So typically after eating, it should be between 5 and 10.
Okay,
Anything above that, that means it's uncontrolled. Okay? And it looks like you are 11. So you're a little bit above average, which is definitely contributing to your wound not healing.
if my blood's too sweet, my leg won't heal?
Yes, because it's being not controlled. So what do you know about diabetes?
I never paid attention to it much. It just, as long as I eat 3 meals a day. I eat regularly. I don't, I
You're
try
so
not to do
active.
too
You are
much
so
sugar.
active on the farm. That is a good thing.
That's definitely
Yeah.
a very, very positive thing to be doing. So I'm just gonna let you know quickly. So diabetes, you have diabetes type 2, correct?
Yeah,
So essentially that's your pancreas. It's not being able to properly produce enough insulin, or your body's not using the insulin properly.
but see, I don't need needles.
No, because you have oral medication.
See, I thought it was serious if you needed needles.
So let me ask you a few questions, because I don't want this to get worse, and I don't want you to come back with more wounds that aren't being healed properly. Because if, as mentioned earlier, if you lose this leg, this will affect your farming ability and your business, correct, Maggie? Which is a concern. It's a huge concern.
It's a huge
Well, it
concern. I
makes
don't
it
even like
trickier
to
to get
hear
on
like
you.
possibility of losing
Yeah.
a leg. Like that's
RVD did
really.
it with a brace on the leg.
So what I'm worried about
it
is
can
that
be
you
done.
didn't feel it. As Maggie has mentioned many times, I think that's a big concern with you.
Yeah,
Why?
it really is. Yeah, like it's not normal that
Yeah,
there's no advancement. There's still
absolutely.
pain, and there's
So-
something not quite right
Jack,
here,
let me ask
Dad.
you a few questions.
Metal was hot that day. It was a hot day. I probably thought it was just the hot metal.
So I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. Do you ever feel sharp or shooting pain coming from the legs or the arms?
From that? No.
Regardless, do you ever feel when you're
Like-
walking or you're out and about, do you feel sharp or shooting pain?
No.
Do you feel any burning or tingling?
Well, sure, sometimes,
Sometimes. Okay. Do you feel like throbbing?
Well, that leg throbs, yeah.
And before you had the wound?
No.
No. And any numbness? Do you
No.
feel heat? Do you feel it when it's cold?
Yeah.
You just said it was really hot.
It was a hot day and then the metal heats up, right?
Okay.
So if you bang into it,
Okay.
I probably just felt the scald of the heat, you know what I mean, on the
Did you-
metal.
Did
But I
you
didn't,
feel the scald? Did you feel it?
So there's a couple of
I was
things.
busy that day, like I said. I just wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I mean, I was
So-
paying attention to what I was doing, not what was coming out of my leg.
there are a couple of things that I recommend that you do just on your daily routine on the farm and when you wake up. It's really important.
That is so good that,
Look, I got hay to do and I got a tractor.
I know, but it's
fixed.
like, you know, it's so good that you're here dealing with this. Like, if you
And
get
the
this
neighbor's
under
acting up.
control, you'll even be able to be more active.
So, I'm just gonna segue a little bit. So, can you tell me like how your injury is impacting you right now? What kind of, is it having an impact on your ability to?
Well,
to
You know, normally this time of year, I wouldn't be wearing rubber boots. It's too hot for rubber boots, but because I don't want it to get wet, I put the plastic on and then the rubber boot to try and keep the whole foot dry. And then some kind of rain pant. It's stinking hot in the rain pants. It's not the weather for it. Normally, I'd be in these shorts and I wouldn't care if I got wet.
So it sounds like it's a bit frustrating for you to have to deal with this. And
Well, yeah, but you gotta be in there when the irrigation's on, at least when it starts.
So what do you think is preventing your wound from healing?
I don't know, hot weather. It gets too sweaty or something, I guess.
So what kind of teaching did they give you in terms of things that you can do to help improve your wound?
They said keep it clean, so that's why the saran wrap's been going on, and keep it dry.
And so, like we mentioned earlier, nutrition is really important. So making sure you're like the healing also begins from the inside. So making sure you have a really good diet.
Okay, what's a really good diet then?
So,
If you
yeah.
don't think mine's right, tell me what it
Oh,
is.
sorry, I'm not saying that your diet is not right, but things that you can do to help improve the healing would be to eating more vegetables.
That's
just
not a
making sure-
problem.
Yeah, that's okay, good. Yeah, that's great. So making sure that you have a nice, healthy, balanced diet, that you're exercising, and also stress is a factor. Stress can also help. So keep your blood sugar down. So do you have a lot of stress? Would you say? Are you experiencing a lot of stress?
I'm a farmer who's not stressed.
Yeah, that's not an easy job.
No, it's,
I mean, you gotta jump, you gotta make hay when the sun's
Yeah.
shining, right?
yeah, no, he put so much energy into the farm, like
So if you
so
want to
much.
succeed, you gotta.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm just starting to wonder if we do all this and it's still not healing, is there a referral to like a clinic that can like speed up the healing? Is there any?
It's
But
gotta
even-
be in Chilliwack if it's, I'm not going into Vancouver.
Okay, is there any clinic in Chilliwack that specializes, or a doctor that specializes in a more rapid healing of a wound?
Well, this is, the wound clinic. So
Mhm.
everyone here is specialized in wound
So
healing.
we're already at the specialist.
Okay,
If
I'm
we were to
okay.
get worse, yeah, I think we can refer you to a physician. In terms of your stress then, what do you do to cope with your stress?
I don't know.
Well, I
Ice cream's
feel,
usually a good
yeah,
thing,
ice
but
cream, but
I know I'm not supposed to.
I think that like there's a lot of things like built in to your job that most people would say is kind of a stress reduction, being active, being out in nature. Except for my dad, it carries another weight of having to produce, having to make the farm, really financially viable. Like there's that added dimension. Yeah.
My biggest concern is keeping the fellas, giving them a living, right?
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, bless ourselves. It's a lot of people
Well,
we're
yeah,
responsible for.
We know how responsible you are, Dad.
it's important though for you to also to make sure that you're managing your stress, and stress can also increase your blood sugar. And
You're not gonna tell me to do yoga, are you?
Well, if that's something you enjoy.
You can do yoga.
I do yoga.
I got no problem with you
Would you like
doing
to come to
yoga.
my yoga
I'm
class?
not going to yoga.
You don't have to do yoga. There's other kinds of things that people enjoy. You can do the book. You can you just
Well, if I can get
time
things
yourself.
done on time, I play baseball
Okay. So that's
Right.
Yeah, I know that's
when I
just-
can.
Right. So it sounds like that's finding the time is difficult for you.
Well, some days you make it, some days you don't.
So what do you think?
Everybody's the same way though, not everybody can make it.
Yeah, but you have to take a bit of time for yourself, Dad, like, you really do.
Well, that's what January's for.
No, but right now, so that we can get this healed, let's just do whatever they say,
I'm
you
not.
know?
I'm not taking time off now.
Well, I know that your job is really important for you,
Yeah,
but we don't want the one to get worse. So our priority right now is you want to get healed, and the best way we could do is to make it clean. Your diet is very important.
yeah.
Like you mentioned a while ago, you are diabetic, so diabetes is contributing to the delay of the wound healing. So it is important for you to monitor and to control your diabetes.
So if I get the diabetes under control, then the leg will heal faster and you'll get off my case.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, like mostly, like, because I also think like, while we're here, I'll totally get off your case about your leg, but I just need to also add while we're here, these don't look normal to me.
That also is a concern. I can see that there's some spots there. So when did the spots started to come up, like occur? Like when did you notice?
Did you notice
Been there
that?
for a while, I don't know.
And when you go to the under the sun or you work, did you put anything like sunscreen, like protective lotions?
If I
before?
remember,
I asked that because most often sun exposure can contribute to skin cancer.
Yeah,
So
Oh no,
you
this
would
could
want
be like,
you would want to protect your skin, so you can put some sunscreen lotion.
makes you
Dude.
slippery and sticky,
but,
and then more dirt sticks to you.
so do you think like, cause I've been scared about that, do you think these spots could be like skin cancer spots?
It could be, so.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
like, cause like, Dad,
It's
this
not
is what I was
skin
afraid,
cancer.
no, this is what I was afraid of, like, she mentioned that they could be
Well,
cancer, and my mom died, my
Different
mom,
kind of cancer.
I know, but, I
You
don't
can't
wanna
get rid of me that easy.
No, Dad, I don't wanna lose you too, because like, it's been myself and my dad for so long, because I lost my mom to cancer, to breast cancer, and I don't, like, that really freaks me out that you said those could be cancer, because that was like the fear I was keeping in my mind. Is there like a test we can do?
Yeah, I can,
I'm not coming next time.
What?
well,
Would you have even said anything,
No.
Dad? So
You
this,
just make one molehill into another.
well, I could
one.
recommend,
Over and
I
over.
could refer you to an oncologist and check if
I
it's-
don't got time to go to another appointment and go in and see another doctor. You can't do it now today, it doesn't happen.
Well, I understand your frustration, but
I got work to do.
well, like I said a while ago, I understand that you also prioritize your job, but as I can see with Maggie,
It's
she's-
not
she
like a
really-
job,
she's-
it's
she
a
really
life.
cares for
You know, I know you come in here, you do your work and you go home, you forget all about it. I live at my place of work and it's 24/7. Something needs doing at midnight, I do it at midnight. You don't do that.
Dad, there's no question that you're not dedicated to your work, but if you get compromised,
Sorry,
You
I'm
can't
losing
eat-
my cool
you
here.
can't even do your job,
I just
Dad.
didn't think it was gonna take this long today. I'm sorry for losing my cool with you.
No, it's okay. I understand your frustration. We want the best for you, so we want you to know everything, and so that we could refer you to like a specialist so that they
We'll
can
do
help
it
you.
when it's not so busy, okay? Maybe in the
Yeah,
fall,
we
we'll have
could
time
make
off.
if you don't have time right now, we could make an appointment so that it could
Yeah, but I'd like the appointment soon, not for the fall, because I just feel like that could be like, you know, if it is something
Well, I
really
understand.
ominous, then we
You're
can
making
spread.
it ominous, not it. It's fine.
Dad, those spots have become more prominent. You know, I really
So we'll
notice.
deal with them when I'm not busy.
Do you not notice them when you look in the mirror?
No, I don't look in the mirror.
So, what I'm hearing here is that you don't have time to go to another appointment.
No,
You're busy.
I don't have time to run around after doctors who are gonna make me sit in their waiting room for an hour, even though we made an appointment for whatever such and such a time.
Okay, no time, and coming here takes you away from what matters to you, basically your farm employees.
It puts food on your table too.
Definitely, and I appreciate that.
But I do think that, Dad, if it
And I'm
turned,
not, yeah, I'm not
I
judging
know.
you.
if
I'm
it
just
turned
getting
out to
worked
be
up
some,
here
I
'cause
know, I'm not
everybody's
trying to.
picking on me
I'm not
today.
picking on you, but I'm just saying that if it was something that turns out to be, like, require more treatment, that would even take more time out of it, so, out of your schedule, so why not deal with it while it might just be something small?
If they can do it here, I will.
Can you do it here? Can you do a test here?
I can ask if someone is available, if you have the time. Otherwise, we can also see how can we make it happen for you. If you need to come back, let's see, let's assume today it's not possible. I'm gonna check with my doctor.
When do I have to come back next for this leg? You organize it to be on the same day then,
Okay,
in the same time slot. Finish one, do the other,
okay.
not wait in
So
between.
that's what would work with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. That's, I'm gonna put a request on that and see how we can organize it so it will work for you.
okay,
And we combine those two things in one.
thank you,
Oh,
Dan.
that,
Okay.
thank you, that's a really good plan, yeah.
Awesome. And I think it will be good, just to have a quick check. It's not gonna last long. Apparently they just take a little sample, send it to.
You took a sample, you can take a sample of that, can't you?
A doctor can take a sample. On this one, I cannot take a sample. It's something a bit more specialized.
Okay.
But then you're off the hook, basically. They will come back with the results. And if something needs to be done, it's also very small operations. Because it will take you maybe
I know,
maximum
I
half
had
an
it for
hour.
my ears,
You had it already?
yeah.
Awesome. So, and I think it's worthwhile to go through it, to that quick process because you can avoid, bigger things further down the road.
Thank
Yeah.
you, that's what I think too.
And I think you're very lucky. You have a very supportive daughter here. I mean,
Thank you.
I know,
And she's coming here with you.
yeah, it's the last time.
Dad, Dad, come on, I'm doing it, I love
I
you.
know, but geez, you give me a hard time.
Would you have brought this up if I hadn't have been
You
here?
were
No,
Okay,
but it
that's
wouldn't have
because
been a
she loves you.
problem, you're making it a problem.
You know what though? Can I ask you an honest question?
Please. I mean,
Do you notice these spots? Like when you look
I
at my
do.
dad, do you
Yes.
notice them? So I think that like, even if I hadn't have brought it up, somebody might have, you know?
I think basically, if you have molds and they start to change and grow, it's a sign that something is going on, and you should act as soon as possible. And not to, how can I say, not that I want to quote on you on this one, but I think your daughter has a valid concern here.
Hey, I
It's
thought we
maybe
had this
something-
sorted. Next visit for the leg, right?
That's right, no,
Okay.
and fully,
Let's stop it.
let's not.
Thank you though,
But thank you for
I
agreeing.
appreciate you
No worries.
saying that, thank you.
You're welcome. Another thing that I think it would be good is to go through, if you can tell me how you deal with your diabetes, let's say, during the day. Let's say, starting waking up in the morning, what happened?
Well, I get up, I
Yeah.
cook 2 eggs, 2 slices of toast, and coffee.
Coffee, okay. Did you check by any chance your blood sugar in the
No, I
morning?
told you,
at
I
some
don't
point?
put holes in my hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my hands dirty
When do you take your medication?
in the morning,
In the morning?
yeah,
Okay, and after that,
if I remember,
if you remember?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. And once you have had your breakfast, taken your medication, you go
Then I'm
on
off to work.
Okay,
Go to the greenhouse, turn on the irrigation, unless it's haying time. Well, you gotta let the dew dry. So by the time we finish the irrigation inside, then the dew will be off the field. And we should be doing second cut this week.
okay. When, do you have your meals? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we've been talking for a while now. I just want to capture and make sure that we've addressed your concern. So your main concern that you came here is for your leg, the pain, and Maggie, your concern is the healing.
It
This,
strikes me as not,
Her main
Normal.
concern is women's trouble. We should be talking
We're
about
not-
that. I can leave the room for that part.
the appointment isn't about me today, like,
Well, when are you gonna get that sorted? You give me enough grief. That's
Listen.
something important.
listen.
If you don't
this
get it
is-
sorted,
okay, sorry, if I could just interrupt. So is this affecting you, like the quote unquote, the women problem?
well, she's missing school because of it,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Listen, we're here to talk about you today, Dad.
Well, when are you gonna
promise-
talk about it?
I'll make
If-
my
if
own appointment.
You're forcing me to talk about stuff I don't wanna talk about. When are you gonna deal with this?
This is.
I mean, I can help you talk about it if you're just if you're comfortable.
It's not,
You
no.
need to talk to her about it.
Listen, Dad.
I'll leave the room. I know you don't
No,
wanna talk about
no,
it
you're
with me.
not. You're not going to leave the room.
Well,
I
then you
make
talk to
the-
her about it.
And make this about me. It's not gonna turn into my appointment and you exit.
We've
You
done
can-
my appointment. It's your turn now.
Listen,
Well, if
No.
this is gonna help your dad with stress.
listen,
only if
it's
you're
not,
comfortable.
okay, honestly, I don't wanna talk about it. I
Okay.
don't wanna make it my appointment.
Okay.
He's making it sound like it's this huge, big thing.
You miss school every month because of
I-
this.
I
How are you
just-
gonna work on the farm if you're laid up?
I just have painful periods and I'm dealing with it,
Okay.
you know? Yeah, and honestly,
It
I
shouldn't
don't
be that
wanna
way.
make this, I don't wanna make this appointment,
Mm-hmm.
about me because I feel like I can deal with that. I promise I'll make an appointment to come back.
You've been on T3s for that. Who takes T3s for their periods? My
This-
sister never did.
Why are you talking to your sister
Because
I
about her
was
period?
worried about
So you went to
know about
Auntie
these
Joanne and asked her about her period?
Well,
I did.
Oh
I'm
my
hearing-
God, please.
Sorry if I could just interrupt. What I'm hearing right now is your dad is very concerned about you, as you're very concerned about him. Right?
Yes,
So-
but now I'm very concerned that the meeting has gone from here to here, and I promise I'll get this under control. I'll talk to Auntie Joanne myself about this. And I just want to make sure his leg heals
Okay.
properly and that this isn't anything, these spots, this little.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
You don't
I
really
just
wanna
wanna
talk
get
about
all
it.
that wrapped up, like, you know, I promise I'll make my own appointment.
Okay.
But, I just feel that we need to get to the bottom of, this has to
Okay,
get
yeah, So your
healed.
main concern
Yes.
is the healing of
Yes.
the leg
Yes.
and his moles that are popping?
Yeah, I
Okay,
just wanna,
so I just wanna like reiterate that it's not necessarily a cancer right away. So
Good. You
there's
hear that? It's
we all-
not necessarily cancer.
but it's
Okay.
the doctors are the only ones that can tell. Like
so you can tell by looking at it, like, or,
So like the most common symptoms of like some irregularities is if you just monitor the shape, if it's like irregular shape, not like the typical circle bowl, and if it's like if you see that it's growing constantly, like in a fast pace or every month, every 2 months.
well, I've noticed them more, that's what concerns me.
What about hair? Isn't that supposed to be an indicator or something, if there's hair coming out?
No, sometimes it's normal, sometimes it's not. That like what I said, I can't really tell
Okay.
what the situation of the mole is. It's only the doctor and like what I mentioned a while ago.
Yeah, that's what I want, like
Like,
something like
example.
definitive that I can
Yeah,
like
so-
stop worrying and like, cause I keep trying to like,
Yes.
you know, see if like sneak looks and just, you know, see if I can detect anything
Mhm.
different, you know, but I just notice I can notice them, like to me,
Yeah.
I can like totally notice them
Mhm.
now, Dad.
Well,
you
like
know?
some people have really noticeable moles, but
Yeah.
it would come back negative
Yeah,
if they do a sum. So
as long
shouldn't
as there's-
worry at this time, because the
Okay.
doctor would help like what you said. We're gonna do the appointment with the next
Yeah.
visit for the leg, together with the mole appointment, and maybe with your appointment as well. So that
Okay, that'll be a deal. If you'll promise you'll get your moles checked out
There you
definitively,
go.
not by guessing, I will get a woman's problem.
You're
appointment.
there you go.
Alright.
Good.
So based on our conversation, I can tell that you guys care for each other a lot, which is really good. And so far, I can see some frustration and concern. So your main concern is about your father's sleep.
Yeah.
And why it's delayed so long.
Yeah,
And I can see some frustration in you, and you want to have some less frequent visitation to the health
Yeah,
care system. Yeah, I totally.
at least this
understand.
time of year.
Yes.
It'll ease up in, you know, say November.
yeah, but
Okay.
we can't wait till November to get to deal with this.
Yes,
No,
definitely.
not the leg.
No,
But everything
For the
else
leg,
can wait.
definitely. Yeah, you're right. Yes. So far we have talked about first blooming.
yeah,
And definitely we can see some signs symptoms of infection already. So there is need to come
Sure, you
again.
putting Dettol on it?
Pardon?
Dettol. Dettol.
What the
What they sell
devil?
that? I'm sure we got a bottle in the bathroom. It's a disinfectant.
oh my
Oh,
gosh.
no.
You
We're
haven't
going to
done
make a
that.
referral to the wound clinician nurse, and those are nurses are the experts
Just let her do it,
for the
okay.
wound. So you won't have like back force visitation like that.
Okay.
So I already made a referral to the wound.
Sorry, you just
Nurse?
said visitation. Does that mean they can come out to the farm and do it?
We do have home care service in Chilliwack. I can make an appointment with them.
So how far,
Okay.
what's their distance though? Because it's an hour's drive from here.
Yeah, they can go home care.
They'll come
Home
that
care
far?
nurse, yes, they can
Okay.
go. Yeah, they can go and provide service at home at your place.
Well, that would be better than checking in all the time then.
Okay, so in terms of your patch, the brown patch, there's definitely one more visitation to the dermatologist.
Right.
So the doctor is going to make referral for that, okay? Yeah. And also we have addressed your scenario.
Mhm.
So according to conversation, it's manageable so far, right? You're taking your Tylenol number 3.
Mhm.
Okay. Is there any
She's
other
been doing that for
concerns?
years. That's not good.
Is there any other concerns do you want to share with me?
No, I felt like I had a method for dealing with it, but, you know, so that my dad gets these, spots checked out, I'm willing to see if there's something else.
You don't wanna be on that kind of medication that long, it mess you up.
Okay, I'm willing to take some medical responsibility for myself too, and we'll do it at the same time. I'll take the referral for sure,
Okay,
yeah.
that would be great. And one more important thing based on our conversation, your wound healing goes hand in hand with diabetic management.
Yeah, you
It's
said
very, very important,
Yeah.
okay? So I just printed a couple of stuff, because I'm a visual learner. I like to watch small,
Glasses.
like cartoon stuff. So those are your guidelines for your diet and schedule.
I'll take
So
it.
schedule eating is very important.
Uh-huh.
And also sick days, like when you're not feeling well, it's so important to take your blood glucose level every 4 hours. And I know, but you don't have
4
to
times a day?
you don't have
I'm
to,
poking a hole in myself?
but it's very important because as I said here, it's a critical condition. If it's too high or too below,
Yeah,
in that
and
case,
then
you might
I
end
get
up
an
in the
infection
ICU.
and
You don't
then
want
what
to see that,
happens?
right? So,
4 times a day.
and I know, I found this thing very cool. I don't know, it's the price is in between $20 to $30. A lot of patients are using now. It's very popular. We call it like ACU active device. It's very small, teeny tiny. You can carry. Even he can carry while
So what
he's working
happens
in
if
fine.
my hands are covered in grease? When it's time to make that stab?
It comes.
That grease stains your hands. It doesn't come off when you wash, even if you got that nail brush. So how's that gonna affect that?
It comes in with little alcohol swiper stuff. As long as you can just follow the steps.
See, look,
Yeah, it's safe. It's very
Alcohol
safe
doesn't
to
take
use.
that
Yeah.
off the hands. My hands are black at the end of the day some days, you know that.
Because if your blood sugar level is too high or too low, it's a critical condition. We don't want to see that, right?
Some other way to do this?
And also in
Why
order
does it have to be my hands?
Pardon?
Why do you have to stab me in the hand? Can't it be somewhere else?
Normally we can do on the fingers, but it's very teeny, minimal tissue injury. So you wouldn't even you're not going to feel any pain.
It's not about the feeling it, it's about poking a hole in there and it getting infected. Cause I work with my hands get dirty all the time.
It won't get affected as long as we follow the steps indicated on the manual.
Yeah, like there's you could clean it,
Yeah.
Dad.
But how do you keep it clean after you got the hole? That's my point. I don't think you understand what
No, I know what
Fran's
you're
about at
saying,
all.
I know what you're
I
saying,
can
but
see, yeah, you're having so much frustration right now. But why don't we just say we can make one more appointment, so doctor will talk to you.
Just one, or have you just given me 3 there and that, one more and one more and one more?
It's going to be one appointment
Just
with
one.
doctor, with your doctor,
We
yeah.
do the leg and we do the
Yes,
moles
yes.
and then we're
We're
done.
going to cover everything, yes.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you're getting
Hi.
fixed too. Well, not
So
fixed,
thank you
but-
so much for coming. I already
Alright.
made that next
I'll
appointment.
look at those at home.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you may want those. No.